Cape Town Premier League edition number 7. Up now, we've got the Rebels up against a Heat. The Heat will be in their traditional orange and black strip, attacking goals from right to left. My name is Tabang Diola, and as always, I'm not alone in the commentary box. Joining me, a co-founder of CMT Commentary, formerly known as Chad Manny and Tabang Commentary. Chad, welcome. Lovely to have you in the booth tonight.
Yeah, great to be here. My first installment of the CPL, and it certainly is a massive, massive tournament here. So good to see such a high number of girls and boys playing in this tournament. Almost 2,000 kids, and from under 12 to under 18. Certainly a spectacular tournament, and looking forward to seeing which team will come out on top.
Yeah, certainly. It's definitely a stun of a tournament as the sun just overlooks Table Mountain in the background. Some stunning views as the Rebels look to counter down that left-hand side. The home of Western Province Cricket Club, the home of the Bishops Club as well. It's lovely to see some stunning hockey in action. I'd also love to give a huge shout out to our sponsors, Ava's Fleet Solutions. If you ever are down here or anywhere else in the country, please do give them a shout for any fleet solution, as well as Nashua, as well as Tower, Bravo and NMI. Thank you for your contribution towards Cape Town Premier League. Back to the action we go, as the Rebels look to gain their first circle entry of this match. They'll look to accelerate down the right hand side, and some lovely aerial skills to come out of that defensive effort. Big bomb overhead thrown, and it's well received and well managed coming down this left hand side. And will this be an opportunity in the circle? Line up something and he'll get a penalty corner, and that's a brilliant way to turn defense into attack. Lovely overhead thrown and brilliant receive, and into the circle with a couple of meters to run, and the first penalty corner will go to the men in orange, bringing on the Heat, as their franchise name is. Now we'll see a couple of folks lining up at the top of the circle. It's that man Dion Foster, who plays his hockey out of Paul Gymnasium. It'll be interesting to see if this one will go to the first castle. Push is good, a stop is good, and it's that man Foster, and unfortunately he does not get that one right, but it's a brilliant first wave running from Zach. They'll be looking for their first circle entry. Some lovely skill again. That's the number 107, Dion Foster, that man who was on the flick earlier, but well done, well run by Zach Hillman. Some high press coming from the Rebels, but an almost easy outlet. Still in possession of the men in orange. The Heats changing from left to right into midfield. Lovely transition, and here comes a counter attack from the boys in orange, looking for that flick on, and it'll be just a free hit outside, off the foot. Looking for some options to play, and that one will certainly go out.
Yeah, some lovely play there from the Heat, all the way from their baseline, from their 16, and some 45-degree passes. It was well worked all the way to the circle of the Rebels, but just unable to capitalize the side in orange and red.
Yeah, certainly, Chad, and I think it'll be interesting to see which team does necessarily get that first goal of this game, as this man's weaving through that midfield from left to right as he beats the first player, and still on it. It's a crash ball into the circle, looking for the area. Tomahawk time, and that one unfortunately coming off at the back of his hand, or back of his stick rather. Lovely 50-meter aerial, received nicely and well brought down, but stolen again by the men in orange. Great ball into the 25, spins and turns into the circle, but brilliantly defended again. Some end-to-end action here at the Cape Town Premier League, the 7th edition of what's been a phenomenal tournament that's contributed to Western Province and Boland's success over the years. We've also had a couple of players coming down from Oranje, a couple of Oranje girls coming down for training, driving down, and some lovely efforts to obviously grow their hockey. Brilliantly brought down as the aerial ball. Defender wasn't necessarily 5, but taken quickly as that free hit as the Heats bringing on the heat. Beats the first, beats the second. You look to line up a tomahawk, but that one will come off a foot, I believe, and it'll be a penalty corner, as that one did certainly look like it was inside the circle. We saw Dion Foster line up for the first castle. It looked like this time we'll go to the second one as Jason Ford, who plays his hockey out at Sax, and he's met the Western Province 16A team. So will it be Ford or will it be Foster? We know that the injection is pretty decent enough. A push is good, a stop is good, and it looks like Foster, but it'll be a penalty corner re-award. And Foster was lining up, and I believe it was that man again, old Zach Hillman, of the first wave runner for the Rebels. It's a Ford, the top of the castle. Push is good, stop is good. It's forward, and it's brilliantly well run again. It seemed like umpire Abraham Kruna will stop time for the ball. Some brilliant first wave running. Will this be their third time lucky? It's Foster to the left. Will it be him? It's Ford to the left, Foster to the right. It's Ford, they go for the variation this time around, and it's through the keeper's legs, and it's brilliantly saved off the line. It's a double save again from the keeper, and a third save this time around. It'll be a long corner, and it's a stunning, brilliant effort from the goalkeeper. What's your thoughts on that one, Chad?
Yeah, very well defended there from the Rebels, really defending for their lives. It was a good option from the Heat to go to the slip left, as the Rebels are running quite a high 2-2 there. But some fantastic work done by the postman as well as the keeper, keeping them in this game tied at 0-0.
Yeah, certainly. Some expert analysis coming from that man, Chad Burke. As now the Rebels with an opportunity to line up one into the circle, but it's brilliantly taken. And the Heats just keep on bringing the heat this time again. Some great ball movement. Shifting attack and playing at a really fast pace at the moment. Might need to look at going through a couple of phases and keeping ball on stick for a bit longer. Great turn. Stolen this time around. Double turnovers in midfield. The Rebels. Balls come down this left-hand side. It's an opportunity. He'll beat the first one. Lovely. Looking to beat the first. Does so quite comfortably. Good ball retention now. Playing on the back four, and two centre backs looking to straighten and play that ball into midfield and out again to the outside halves. Bit of congestion in the middle of the park. Nonetheless, the Heat side gain something just outside. Crash ball into the circle. And that one will go out for 16 yards. They're looking for that forced error. It's quite crucial that crash ball into the circle. Obviously try and force the defenders to make an error and possibly find a foot and get yourself a penalty corner. Rebels. Be tough to get dispossessed in that area. Seem like there's a bit of a warning coming from the umpire. Probably have a stern word of them. It's the number 123 from the Rebels. Sorry, the Heats. It's that man Matthew van Hart, as well as the 117 Kieran Solomon, who plays his hockey out of Redham House, Constantia. Just a quick word of the umpire to obviously just stick to the rules of the game and play the game. See the Rebels particularly attacking down that left-hand side. Now here they come. Beats the first and the second this time around. Will steal that one and will come away with some great aerials on the run. Still in possession they go. And it sounds like a very loud whistle. And that will be a card. As you can see, one player running off. It's that man, the number 45 from the Rebels. Will go sit for a little bit. It's Declan Olkers, who plays his hockey out of Cura Durbanville. And that, ladies and gentlemen, will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Score still tied at 0-0. It's the Heat up against the Rebels in the Under-16 Boys Cup of the Cape Town Premier League 7th edition. Back to the action we are, and with scores tied at 0-0, it'll be up to the Rebel side. It has had a couple of circle entries and a couple of penalty corners as well. Seen how instrumental they can be, particularly, especially down that right-hand side, where they've had plenty of opportunity to get themselves on the scoreboard, but the Rebels as well. They love that left-hand side. Obviously, these guys have all come from different schools. It's hard to obviously connect, particularly in the early stages of the tournament. Heats being put under pressure, looking for the jab, looking for the steal, but some lovely skill coming down this left-hand side. It's that man, Justin van Rensburg. Plays his hockey out of DF Milan. Stolen again in midfield, beats the first. Slippery slope this time around and decided to give that one away. Beats the first, but a lovely tackle. He's gone off his feet. Is the number 50, Abuku Ndavana. Plays out of Kalicha Hockey Club. at the under 16B province side. Royals now with one-man advantage for at least 2 minutes or so. There's a lovely space down this right-hand side for the Rebels to play onto, but they see that left-hand side quite fit for them.
Yeah, now it is the Rebels with the one-man advantage as they find themselves with all their 11 men back on the field now. And quite interesting there, Tabang, that they were still high pressing even though they had a man down. So good to see from the Rebels team. Clearly a message from the coach to put under pressure, as we see exactly that now.
Yeah, absolutely. It's an opportunity to line it up this time, and it's a brilliant save again from the goalkeeper. It's that man, Jonathan Welby-Cook. Plays his hockey out of South African College School, Sax. And lovely ball down that left-hand side. Looking for the crash ball in the circle. They go. They look for a penalty corner. And it's well managed again by the Heat. And managed to find a foot actually in the circle in their defensive effort. But the umpire will ask him to play for the line on the outside. Again, that high press from the Rebels. Trying to win that ball quite high up on the field, and they've done exactly that into the circle, but again, well managed under pressure. It's a big overhead throw, and it bounces over the players, and he looks like he's got a bit of gas. Will he find it? He'll line it up from the side, and it'll be just a long corner. He had a guard player behind him, is the number 94, Noah Taylor. Taken as the long corner. Crash ball into the circle. It's a brilliant step from the goalkeeper once again. Taken quick. Looks to beat the first. Beats the first. Beats the second. It's a penalty corner. And the Heat have managed to get themselves their first of the second quarter and their fifth of the game. Will this time around be their fifth time lucky? What do you think of this one, Chad?
By saying that it was a bad stick tackle from one of the Rebels players, and we'll see this time around if they do go to a slip left once again, or if they even go to a slip right, as the Rebel side is running quite a high 2-2.
Yeah, absolutely. We see the likes there of Justin van Rensburg again lining up at the top of the circle. They'll go short this time. It's a face slap across the face of goal. And it's a penalty corner. It looks like umpire Ibrahim Kruna will send one back. I believe it's the injector for possible mock in the ejection. So it'll be quite interesting. They've now changed their variation, or just still two castles at the top of the circle. Still go short. They'll look for that far post deflection, and this time around it definitely goes into the back of the goals. It's the Heats who bring up the first goal of this matchup in the Under-16 Boys Cup, and that was a brilliant deflection by the Heat. The Rebels will waste no time to try and get themselves back into this matchup.
Yeah, the Rebels did have a warning just before that. The Heat went with the same option, and it was a great slap. Just a bit of bounce on it there, which made it quite difficult for the defense. And a lovely touch in there on the far post. Well rehearsed from the Heat side.
Yeah, absolutely. We saw in the first quarter going from the top of the castle. That's a brilliant ball down the right-hand side. Willie beat one. He goes into the circle. He was looking for that man who was coming from the top. I thought he would have lined it up from there and unleashed inner Brandon to the top of the circle. Dispossessed again, and here come the Heat looking for that long ball to try and find someone leading out from the circle. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are just joining us, welcome to the Cape Town Premier League 7th edition. I'd love to make a huge shout out to our sponsors, Nashua, Tower, Bravo, as well as NMI, for their lovely contribution to this spectacular tournament that's shaping, as well as Belgatech Sport. Please do forgive me there. Now, back to the action as the Rebels up against the Heats. Midfield battle, and this time won so dear nicely. Some lovely aerial, but this time around, bobbling off the back of his stick is that man, Dean Foster. Quick free hit taken straight into the circle. It's stolen. Umpire calls that one potential shield. Back into midfield. He's got 4 around him. Can he keep possession of the ball? And yes, he does, through the help of a few stick tackles. But lovely isolation by the men in green to find that little pocket. Looking for that fake slap, and it's dispossessed by the Rebels. Into the 23 they go. They've got an opportunity. Is this the time they break their deadlock? They go quickly to the left. Ball into the circle. And well managed again. As calm and cool and collected as you like. Bit of aerial skill down in midfield. Got a casualty there, but nonetheless still manages to retain possession. And here come the Heat through Simakele Base, who plays his hockey out of Izimela Comprehensive High School. And it's a lovely opportunity and blessing for him to be playing at the Cape Town Premier League. It's lovely to see schools from all different backgrounds and kids from all different backgrounds with this brilliant opportunity. Ball into the circle, well received. This is another opportunity for the Heat. Well managed. Lovely under the high ball. Ball brings it down nicely and manages to try and at least find something. Rebels again looking to play with a bit of ball coming out of the own defensive half. What do you as a coach say just now leading up to half-time here, Chad?
Well, I think the most important thing for the Rebels, if they can, to try and keep it just down to 1 goal. Obviously, the best form of defense would be to attack. So if they can get 1 back, that will certainly give them a lot of energy for the second half. But if they can just keep it down to 1, keep themselves in the contest, then it's all to play for in that second half.
Yeah, absolutely. The Heat. Great ball into that little middle pocket. Lovely step, but lovely isolation. Almost stolen. And that time around, they've managed to win a free hit. But had that pass gone through, that was 3 men beaten just off 1 pass. And that just explains the importance of the press and obviously staying within your zones and lines. It's almost a 2v2 situation, but a brilliant step again from the Rebels. Stunning views in the background. If you are in and around the area, please do pop a visit through at the Western Province Cricket Club and catch the action live. However, we will bring you the live action on Enhanced Sports Media. Make sure you tune in. It's a long corner this time around, that crash ball. Just finding a green stick. We've only got just under 10 seconds remaining of this chukker. It'll be time to send that ball into the circle, to look for something, look for penalty corner. And here come the Heats down the right hand side, and unfortunately they've run out of time for that one. Ladies and gentlemen, the folks will go back into a halftime team talk, sort out a couple of things from both coaches, and we'll we'll be back with the live action. Back to the live action here at the Cape Town Premier League. It's the Under-16 Boys Cup. It's the Heat up against the Rebels. The Heat in their traditional orange and red strip, attacking goals from left to right. And the Rebels in their green, trailing this game by 1-0. Lovely receive on the overhead. He goes aerial, he beats the first, but unfortunately won't beat the second this time around. And as the Heat retain that ball and look to serve left, and it's one again, and midfield beats the first. Will he beat the second? And no, he won't. Some lovely aerial skill. Show and swing there. Down this left hand side, and do apologize for the inconvenience on the screen there, but back to the live action. It's a free hit just outside the 23 as the Rebels look to gain their first penalty corner and gain a bit of momentum, and it's a penalty corner this time around from the men in green. It's their first of the game. Will this be their first opportunity to have a go?
It looks like all the action is happening on that side of the turf, even in the previous game as well, and We spoke about the Rebels just keeping it to 1 at halftime, and now they've got a chance to answer back immediately. Let's see what they decide from the top of the circle.
Yeah, they've lined it up. They've got 2. 1 castle. Push is good, stop is good. They go for the variation. It's a far post deflection, but it's well managed again by the keeper and his postman. It's lovely to see that that's their first option. Back into the circle, beats the first. They're looking for another penalty corner, but the Heat managed to bring it away this time, and it's a lovely skill in midfield. He's got 2 players to his left, 1 up front. Willie managed to get that one right, and that certainly did look like it came off the back of his stick. And here's another opportunity to look for that shave. Go on the outside. Big ball into the circle, looking for that 9-yard. But it was deflected off the keeper's pad into the goals. So it'll be a long corner just in front of face of goal. Lovely spin, lovely turn. Still got his defender with him. Lovely beats the second. Looking for that one, and he goes into the circle, but it does certainly look like it comes off a stick and not a foot. Ball out. Unfortunately, does not manage to quite catch that one, as it will drift just past the baseline. It's another opportunity as it drifts away from the Heat to make it 2. Quick ball down this left hand side. Staying within their zones. It's a big one thrown. Brilliant receiving. Oh, that's a brilliant steal. That pass gone through. It's a 2v2 situation up with the goalkeeper. Taken quickly, but I believe that's from the wrong spot. It's taken exactly where it was. But, possibly for the ball, just not stationary. Maybe the ball kept rolling this time around. Lovely turn. Some lovely skills on display going down this left hand side. Beats the first, beats the second, but loses out. They'll have a free hit. Take it quickly. He's got to move at 5. He's made the extra pass into the circle. They go. Different change of setup compared to the first half here. The Heat's now playing with a bit more tempo, controlling the game. In the first half, they were quite eager to get going with every 16-yard hit. This time slowing things down and looking for the right spaces and right passes. Free hit taken quick. Looking for that crash ball again into the circle. There's not enough players on that outside to trouble the keeper nor the defense.
Yeah, we see the Rebels still utilizing this high press, which means that there are spaces available in the middle of the park, and we've seen a number of occasions the Heat using that aerial ball to good use, and we see them now on the counter attack again, but well stopped from the Rebels defense.
Yeah, absolutely. And here come the Rebels, moving the ball really nicely from right to left. And here's another wasted opportunity where they could have kept the ball a bit longer. Look to go through the phases and build some momentum through there, and obviously make some crucial decisions in the final third. Big overhead. Has he thrown that one into the circle? It'll land kindly for the Heats. Another opportunity for the second. Will he look to flick one past goal and keeper manages to out? Dangerous ball, stolen. In the circle, you line up one. It'll be a long corner as it comes off a defensive stick. But a very risky pass to play towards your centre back without even pre-scanning the situation.
Yeah, this is those moments where under 16s will learn all about the pre-scan and also about the attackers who try to sell them that fake space. And luckily for the Rebels team, that one didn't cost them their second goal.
Yeah, absolutely. It's crucial to make sure that that scanning happens nice and early to obviously ensure that you don't make the incorrect pass. Rebels with an opportunity, beats the first, he beats the second, plays it onto his mate just outside the circle, but mishandled was that occasion. The Heats get us underway again from the 16-yard. Moving ball really nicely from left to right. Bit of a slippery slope. It's around here on the halfway mark. Ball into midfield. He'll look to run, beats the first, beats the second. He's got a gas on him. And we'll get a penalty corner for the Rebels. It's a brilliant run into the circle by the number 92. It's that man, Sir Rumark. Plays his school out of Hoërskoolstrand. It's a lovely penalty corner from him to get his team another opportunity. And lining up for the flick will be Kieran Solomon rather. Push is good, stop is good. They go for the variation. It will be a flick from the right hand side and it's netted into the top right corner. It's a brilliant way for the Rebels to find their way back in. You can see the smiles and a celebration in their faces. It means a lot for the lads, and they will now will be on level terms as whoever decides to win this one will need to score a couple more extras. Ball played out with a big bomb overhead. Stolen. Almost a double turnover, but here come the Heats. Beaten on midfield, beats the first. Here's that fake space you spoke about, where the guys are creating a little bit of space and almost again a dangerous pass. Stolen. Umpire says illegally so.
Well, he almost gave the exact same pass there, straight to the centre forward. And after getting themselves back in this game, they don't want to concede another goal, as we see the Heat now looking to answer back immediately. And I was just about to say before they scored there, Tsabang, for the Rebels, in the moments of ascendancy, they really want to capitalize, as the game has largely been controlled by the Heat, and they managed to do that. And it should be a very interesting last chaka here, who will come out victorious between the Heat and the Rebels.
back to the action we go here at the 7th edition of the Cape Town Premier League. It's a fourth and final quarter between the Heat and the Rebels. Score currently tied at 0-0. And now here come the Rebels. Brilliant turn in midfield. Lots of double turnovers at the moment. But Axe will be looking to get that one underway, and it's a brilliant steal into the, beats the first, beats the second, into the circle he goes. You look for a penalty corner. Hey, it's a penalty stroke this time around. And my oh my, some lovely aerial skills. I believe it's that man again, Sir Remark. He came trembling down that left-hand side. He's up against the #1 goalkeeper of the Heat. It's that man, Jonathan Welby Cook. And he'll be up against Zach Hillman, who plays his hockey out of Rondebosch. Will it be Hillman rather? He lines it up. It's Zach Hillman. It's a stunning finish to the bottom right corner. And he takes his team into the lead. It's Zach Hillman. It's a brilliant finish, but again, that man, Sir Remark, with a brilliant run down the left-hand side to earn his team a penalty stroke. And they take now this lead with a 1-goal advantage in the fourth and final quarter, where they were trailing 1-0 for some time.
Well, we spoke about it just before the halftime break, Tabang. The Rebels keeping themselves within 1 goal, and they've certainly turned this contest around. Can you believe it? 2 quick unanswered goals there, and now they'll be looking to see this one out. The Heat, who've been in control for most of this game, a bit of a shock for them now, and it looks like they're on the defense once again through that man, Sir Mark Daniels.
Yeah, you can see him there. He was getting excited again, trying to look to go down that left hand again. And now the Heats with an opportunity. It's stolen in midfield. He's got Sir Remark in front of him. The Rebels controlling the ball now, controlling the tempo of the game. They lead this game by 2-1. And looking to send numbers up high and early. Still in a back four. It's a dangerous pass, but nonetheless they've beaten the player. Stolen. Stolen again by the opposition. There's a 2v1 down the right hand side. Changed a bit of a tempo. But still in possession nonetheless are the Rebels. That one will be won by the sideline. As the sun sets over the beautiful Table Mountain, it's been an absolute humding of a day here at the 7th edition of the Cape Town Premier League. We're bringing you the live stream, proudly brought to you by Enhanced Sports Media. Take on a few extra players, unnecessarily so, and it's a lot of double turnovers in midfield at the moment. But now the Rebels, can they seal this one off? They're looking for that man, Sir Remark. He's trembling down again that left-hand side. And unfortunately, we'll lose out on that opportunity. Apologies, ladies and gentlemen. That was Declan Olkers. It's the number 45 from the Rebels. He's the man, he's the myth. I'll let you finish the rest. And here come the Heats back again into the action. Down this right hand side. They'll run of a bit of unleaded 95 there. And that ball was going faster than Noah Lyles. And now the Rebels in the deep 4-man. Across the face of goal, risky pass, but high risk, high reward. Quick ball, long ball, almost into a bit of dangerous play there. It had 3 Rebel gentlemen looking to run onto the ball. Big overhead, stolen. It's a penalty corner. And will this be an opportunity for the Heats to come back on level terms? It's a bad stick tackle just outside the 23. Sorry, just inside the 23. It'll be interesting to see if the Rebels can come back here. If the Heats can come back here. We saw how brilliant their defensive penalty corners are. But now an opportunity for the men in orange and red to steal one back. It's Dion Foster to the left. It's Justin van Rensburg to the right. Push is good. Stop is good. It's Foster this time around. It'll be another penalty corner reward as that one comes off the foot of Cameron Forholm, who plays his hockey out of Rondebosch Boys. There's still some mean power at the top of the circle. Push is good. Stop is good. It's Foster! That one just goes a touch wide off the right woodwork.
Well, he certainly connected. That one was that man Foster had a lot of wheels on it. Just a yard or so inside and it would have been another goal. As we see now, the Rebels looking to make it 3.
That's a brilliant save from the keeper this time around, and that one was going on the near post. He had an opportunity to turn. He was lining up the tomahawk, and it was well defended by the Heats. But here come the Rebels again with another opportunity. They'll look to utilize the 9-yard, and it'll be a penalty corner for the men in green and white. Talk about turning defense into attack. It'll be a penalty corner for the men in green. We saw in that first one. Now they got their first goal, came from a penalty corner. It'll be interesting to see if they'll go for the variation this time around. With just under 4 minutes remaining in this particular matchup. We're live from the home of Bosch Hockey at the Western Province Cricket Club down here in Cape Town. And it's that man, the number 62, Joshua Beggs, who lines up at the top of the circle. The stop wasn't so good. Push was good. Back into the circle. Will be a penalty corner reward. I think they are definitely looking for Joseph Beggs. We see Joseph lining up. He's got Daniel Roos to his left. Will it be Beggs? Or will it be Roos? It's Beggs. He goes to Roos. Roos back for the variation. It's a lovely skill and lovely variation in the penalty corner this time around, managing to move the defenders. Unfortunately, not quite connecting the way they would have wanted to. The Heats is looking for a cross ball, but pretty congested down that left-hand side. Taken quickly, ball in. He's got space to the right. He'll pull back one. He'll go for a crash ball into the circle. It's calmly defended, but it's a lovely 1-2 down this right-hand side. They've got almost an overlap, but it's a 2v3 situation. Ball into the circle, almost lines it up, and it's stolen just at the edge of the circle. Some lovely skill. Beats the first, beats the second. Comes an opportunity for another 1-2 coming down that left-hand side, and the Rebels defend that one really nicely. umpire stern with his whistle. But casual ball loss in midfield. Talk about a double turnover. That man, the Simakele, thought he had nobody around him. Just under 90 seconds remain. Crash ball into the circle. It's a deflection and it's a brilliant save from the keeper. A massive diving effort. That man would give Onana some trouble at United. We've got a yellow card for one of the players. See the disappointment sitting next to umpire's manager Anthony, as ball now comes down this right hand side through the number 21-26. It's that man Justin van Rensburg. Just under 40 seconds remaining. Can the Heat, it's a risky ball, but high risk, high reward. Played back into midfield. We'll be looking for that crash ball again. We've seen lots of crazy things happen. It'll be a 16-yard hit, and the Rebels will definitely be taking most of their time. And ladies and gentlemen, that will bring us to the end of that one, as the Rebels take that one with 2-1, and coming down from a 1-goal deficit, they managed to score from a penalty corner. With their resilience, they take this one with 2-1. Ladies and gentlemen, joining me is Troy Werner, who just won his game up against the Heat. He plays for the Rebels. Troy, just give us your thoughts on the CPL as a tournament.
Yeah, it's really good. I really like how people from all around the different suburbs around Cape Town, they can all come and meet and play together.
Yeah, and what do you think, what kind of impact has the CPL had on you as a player?
Yeah, it's really made me much better, because I can play with people older than me in some years. It just makes me much better as a player to play with bigger people than me and better people than me.
And then last one, what advice would you give out to all the young lighties that are coming up?
Yeah, I would just say, if you get an opportunity to play with bigger people than you, better people than you, they'll definitely help you. So I definitely recommend it.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is Troy Werner, live from the Cape Town Premier League in the 7th edition, signing out.
So, great.